Children, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, in previous class, we started Civics Chapter 3, State Government, and I explained about the three levels and three branches of the state government. What are the three levels of the government? The three levels of the government are central level, state level, and the local level. And three branches of the government are legislature, executive, and the judiciary. In previous class, you studied about the uh, local government, that is the Panchayati Raj, and in this class you are studying about the state government. And the three branches of the state government are legislature, executive, and judiciary. And I explained about legislature also. In some state there is the bicameral legislature, in some state there is unicameral legislature. So bicameral legislature means having two houses. The legislature consists of two houses are called bicameral, and legislature consists of one house are called unicameral. And I explained about the Vidhan Parishad. Now I am going to explain about Vidhan Sabha. What are the two houses of legislature? The two houses of the legislature are Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. So in previous video I explained about Vidhan Parishad. Now I am going to explain about Vidhan Sabha. The Vidhan Sabha, which is the lower house. Vidhan Sabha is the lower house of the assembly or the state legislature, and Vidhan Parishad is the upper house of the legislative council. And in this Vidhan Sabha, the elected representative of the people. The members are elected representative by the peoples, and they are directly elected by the people. Means the people directly elected their representatives. Means they are elected by the election. These representatives are elected by election, and these members are called the members of legislative assemblies or MLAs. Each MLA is elected from a constituency. Okay, each member is elected from a constituency. Now what is a constituency? All the state do not have the same number of MLAs. And who is the MLAs? Who is MLAs? MLAs means member of legislative assembly. Full form of MLA is member of legislative assembly. These members are elected directly by the people, means by the election. But the member of Vidhan Parishad are not elected directly by the people. And all the states do not have the same numbers of MLAs, and these numbers are decided by the number of constituency in each state, and the number of constituencies in each state is different. It depends upon the population of the state. It depends upon the population of the state. For example, here is given Rajasthan. Rajasthan is the largest state in India by the term of area wise. Means area wise Rajasthan is the largest state, but the population is very less. Population is very less and has 200 members in its assembly. In Rajasthan assembly there are only 200 members, while in Madhya Pradesh is the second largest state in term of area wise. Means area wise Rajasthan is the largest state and second largest state is Madhya Pradesh. but the number of MLAs are larger than the Rajasthan. So members of MLAs of Madhya Pradesh is larger than the Rajasthan. Okay, because the population of Madhya Pradesh is more than Rajasthan. Goa, another example. Goa is the smallest state of India, and Goa has only just 40 MLAs, and the constitution has set the maximum number of MLAs as 500 and minimum as 440. Okay, the constitution set the number of MLAs, maximum number 500 and minimum number 40. So Goa is the smallest state and has 40 MLAs. Madhya Pradesh has 230 MLAs. So this is the constituency. Now, life of the Vidhan Sabha. The life of assembly is normally for 5 years, means the member of Vidhan Sabha are elected for 5 years. Okay, the member of Vidhan Sabha are elected for 5 years, and the same as the member of Lok Sabha in the center. Members of Lok Sabha are also elected for 5 years. So same, the member of Vidhan Sabha is also elected for 5 years. But sometimes in the event of emergency or vote of no confidence against of government, the assembly is dissolved before 5 years and fresh elections are held. Sometimes there is vote of no confidence against the governments. Opposition party has no confidence of the ruling party, so they pass no confidence motion against the government, and that government is or that assembly is dissolved, means वो assembly को उस government को भंग कर दिया जाता है, and मतलब 5 साल के पहले भी, before 5 years, and the fresh elections are held. Recently this happened in our state Madhya Pradesh. Before that, in the Lok Sabha election, in Vidhan Sabha election, Mr. Kamal Nath was the chief minister, but because of no confidence against the government, the assembly is dissolved, and now new chief minister is Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Now the qualification. Any citizen of India who has attained at the age of 25 years to consist of the election, the minimum age of the people is 25 years and is not holding any post or profit in the government. Okay, means the person or the people should not have any government job or any government salary job, and who has not been convicted by a court with imprisonment of 2 years or more than, and the person should not have any record in court, criminal record. The person should not have any record in police station or any, and who is of sound mind is eligible to become a member of legislature. Means these qualifications are required for or as a being of member of Vidhan Sabha. Means the member should have the minimum age is 25 years, and the person should not hold any government salary job, and the person should not have any record of imprisonment of 2 years or more than. The person should not have unsound mind, and all these are the eligibility to become a member of member of Vidhan Sabha. Now the leader of the legislature, who Who is the leader of the legislature? The members of the legislative assembly elect the speaker and the deputy speaker from among themselves. Okay, so all the members or the elected members or the all the elected members, they elect speaker and deputy speaker from among themselves. And the speaker and deputy speaker preside whenever the house meet. Means this is speaker and deputy speaker. The main function, the main work of speaker and deputy speaker is to preside whenever house meet, whenever all these members meet. And he or she, the speaker or deputy speaker, can have male or female. So they control the proceeding of the house. All the work are proceeding by the speaker and the deputy speaker and ensure order, and some time to time they ensures the order also. When order cannot be maintained, the speaker adjourn the house. कभी कभी स्पीकर का और डिप्टी स्पीकर के ऑर्डर्स लोग नहीं मानते जब विधानसभा और विधान परिषद में, तो वो उस सभा को एडजर्न कर देता है या स्थगित कर देता है. एंड द हाउस फॉर अ शॉर्ट वाइल, है ना, वो कभी कभी वो शॉर्ट पीरियड के लिए भी स्थगित करता है और कभी कभी लंबे समय तक के लिए स्थगित कर देता है. नाउ द मेन फंक्शन. व्हाट आर द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ द विधान सभा? Among the many functions of the legislature, the most important functions are making laws and presenting the budget. These are the two main functions of the legislature or the Vidhan Sabha. What are the two main functions of the legislature? Making the laws and presenting budget. Laws are made for those subjects that come under the state list. All the subjects are divided into three categories. All the subjects are divided into three categories. Some subjects come under the central list, some subjects come under the state list, or some subject come under the concurrent list. मतलब कुछ जो विभाग होते हैं वो केंद्रीय सरकार के अंतर्गत आते हैं, कुछ जो विभाग होते हैं वो राज्य सरकार के अंतर पे आते हैं, और कुछ जो विभाग होते हैं वो दोनों में आते हैं, लोकल में भी आते हैं और राज्य में भी आते हैं. While the central government makes laws on the subject that are of national importance, है ना. So central government make laws on the subject that are of national importance like defense, foreign affairs, banking and railways. The state government make laws on the subject of local importance like agriculture, trade and commerce and education. Okay, the central government makes the laws on the subject that are related to nation like defense, foreign affairs, banking and railways. And the state government make laws on the subject which are related to state like agriculture, trade and commerce and education. So some subject come under the state list and some subject come under the central list. Now the main function of the legislature or Vidhan Sabha is to make the law. Okay, so how the bill make a law? So here there are the three steps of making of a law. What are the three steps? First, introducing a bill. Second, from bill to a law. So introducing a bill. First draft of a law is prepared, presented in the legislature. Draft means rough bill. First, the draft of the bill और ड्राफ्ट ऑफ द लॉ इज प्रिपेयर्ड। पहले किसी भी कानून का, किसी भी नियम का एक ड्राफ्ट बनाया जाता है और उसे लेजिस्लेचर में पेश किया जाता है। दैट इज कॉल्ड अ बिल, उसे हम बिल कहते हैं। एंड बिल आर ऑफ टू टाइप्स, ऑर्डिनरी बिल्स एंड मनी बिल्स। सो देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ बिल्स, ऑर्डिनरी बिल्स एंड money bills. Ordinary bills deals with day-to-day functioning of the government. Ordinary bills means deals with the day-to-day functioning of the government, and those and money bill related to money, and those bills that deal with the finance are called money bill. And the member of either house can introduce ordinary bill, but money bills can originate only in the Vidhan Sabha. Okay, so there are two types of bill, ordinary bill and the money bill. So ordinary bill can introduce member of either any house, Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, but money bill can originate or introduce only in Vidhan Sabha. Clear? There are two types of bill, money bill and ordinary bill. Ordinary bill deal with the day-to-day functioning of the government, but money bill deal with the finance, are called money bill. And ordinary bill can be introduced by the member of Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, but money bill can be introduced by the member of only Vidhan Sabha. From bill to a law. How a bill become a law? A minister or an MLA introduce a bill in either house. मिनिस्टर, कोई भी मिनिस्टर और जो MLAs होते हैं वो बिल को किसी भी हाउस के मिनिस्टर और MLAs बिल इंट्रोड्यूस कर देते हैं। And after a detailed discussion, they discuss about the negative points and the positive points, and the bill is put to vote in the house. That from here it goes to other house for approval. If the bill is passed in one house, then the bill goes to other house for approval. Then it is sent to the governor. When both houses pass this bill, then the bill sent to the governor. When the governor signs the bill, it become a law. जब गवर्नर उस बिल में साइन कर देता है तब वो बिल क्या बन जाता है? लॉ बन जाता है. And the governor has no powers. Governor has no powers to reject the bill. Okay, but he or she can send it back to the house of its origin with suggestion for change. If governor wants to change in the bill, so he or she can send it back to the house, but governor has no powers to reject the bill. Okay. Now so this is about the Vidhan Sabha. Now the second function of the government is to implement the laws, and it is done by the executive, second branch, executive. So the state executive consists of the governor, the chief minister and the council of ministers. So the executive consists of governor, chief minister and the council of minister. So about the governor, all the details about the governor, about the chief minister and the third branches of the government, judiciary, we will discuss in the next class. So, what you studied in this class? You studied about the Vidhan Sabha, member of Vidhan Sabha. Okay. So, member of Vidhan Sabha are elected directly by the people, and the number of members of the legislative assemblies are depend on the constituency of the state, and the number of constituencies are not equal. Number of constituencies are not equal. It is decided by the population of the state. As example, I have given here Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Rajasthan is the second largest state in area wise, but the number of MLAs are more than Rajasthan. Okay, and the life of and the work period. The members of Vidhan Sabha are elected for 5 years, and they are elected. The members of Vidhan Sabha are elected for 5 years as the member of elected of the Lok Sabha in the center. If there is sometime is an event of emergency, sometime there is emergency or vote of no confidence against the government, the assembly is dissolved before 5 years and fresh elections are held. Qualification, what qualifications are required? First, the minimum age. The person should have at the age of 25 years. The person should not hold any government salaried job, and the person should not have any criminal record, and the person should not have unsound mind. So these are the eligibility of the member as a being of member of Vidhan Sabha. And the leader of legislature, the member of legislative assembly elect speaker and deputy speaker from among themselves, and the speaker and deputy speaker they preside all the houses work, and they control the proceeding of the house and ensure when order cannot be maintained, so they can adjourn the house for a short while, for short duration or for long duration. The main function of the legislature are making laws and presenting the budget. So the main function, making of the law, means introducing a bill. How a bill become a law? First they introduce the draft of the bill in the legislature. This is called the bill, and there are two types of bill: ordinary bill and the money bill. Ordinary bill deal with day-to-day functions of the government, and money bill deal with the finance. And ordinary bill can be introduced by the member of any house, either Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, but money bill can be introduced only in Vidhan Sabha. Member can introduce a bill either in any house of the assembly. After a detailed discussion, the bill is put to vote in the house, and after approval from the first house, that bill goes to the second house for the approval. And when both houses approved or passed, then that bill goes to governor for sign. When the governor sign that bill, then the bill become a law. But the governor has no powers to reject the bill. Only he or she can send back it for some changes. Only he or she can suggest for changes. The second branch of the government is the executive. The state executive consists of the governor, the chief minister, and the council of minister. About the detail we will study it tomorrow. Now your homework, you learn glossary. You learn glossary. Yeah. you learn glossary. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.